Most of you guys already know me as a Fiverr girl because I post a lot of content about Fiverr on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube channel, and also I have a course on Fiverr as well. But basically recently I actually experimented with a new platform, and you might have already guessed it by seeing the title, which is Upwork. And obviously I have experimented for a couple of months now, and I can safely say that I am a successful freelancer on Upwork in just 2 months. So if you want to learn how to start on Upwork from scratch and become a successful freelancer, then continue watching. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Afreen, and this channel is all about freelancing, social media, and making a living online. Now, after working on Fiverr for such a long time, I actually decided that it was time for me to switch to another platform, and that's when I decided to switch from Fiverr to Upwork to basically experiment if Upwork was actually a platform for me as well. And that's when I decided to join Upwork, and needless to say, it completely changed the game for me. So I joined on Upwork, I think in May, and for the first week, I was obviously trying a lot of new things because it was a trial and error week for me. I did not have any guidance. I did not have any mentor to tell me what is right, what is wrong. So first week was the hardest, but I'm glad that I cracked the code and I managed to send so many proposals, and I managed to get my first job on Upwork in just 1 week. I have been sending proposals since then. I have been working with clients since then, and I am very close to becoming a top rated freelancer on Upwork in just 3 to 4 months, which is absolutely crazy. So in this video, I will be sharing with you 5 tips that you need to keep in mind if you would like to start strong on Upwork from scratch, and if you would like to become a successful freelancer in just 1 or 2 months. Now let's start with the very first step, which is have a portfolio in place. If you have been a freelancer for a while, or if you are just starting out in your freelancing journey, you might already know that having a portfolio is really important. But for me, it was completely opposite. I have been a freelancer for so long, and never in my life I actually needed a portfolio because many of my clients already trust me. They don't require my portfolio, and they don't really ask for my portfolio. But when I actually joined Upwork, it was very different for me because as a new seller, it was very difficult for me to have the buyers trust me from scratch because I didn't have any reviews, I didn't have any orders on the profile yet. That's why I actually created a portfolio. But even more than that, I created a portfolio because when you send proposals on Upwork, there is a section to attach work or attach file. I thought that it was a really good opportunity for me to have the buyers trust me, and that's when I decided to create my portfolio from scratch. I just collected all the work that I've done so far for my clients. I put them into a PDF, in a small PDF, nothing too fancy, nothing too major, and I started to send that as part of my proposal. And obviously that really helped because that actually got me my initial number of orders on the platform. So that's why it's important to have a portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio ready, I would highly encourage that you actually create one. If you are familiar with Fiverr buyer requests, you might already know that we don't have a separate section to attach our portfolio while sending proposals to buyers. But on Upwork, there is a specific section I would highly encourage you to use, especially when you're just starting out, especially when you don't have any reviews, any testimonials on your Upwork profile. That's why it's highly important to create a portfolio. If you already have a portfolio, great. If you don't have a portfolio, don't worry. You can always collect your past work and you can update that as part of your portfolio. And if you are just starting out, create some mock work or dummy work, and then you can add that as your portfolio as well. But remember, portfolio is key if you would like the buyers to trust you and actually start a contract with you on Upwork. Now, the second thing that I actually kept in mind while working on Upwork is that I decided that I will not do every single thing. And what I mean by that is that, for example, I'm a graphic designer. I sell my graphic designing services. I have been selling that on Fiverr, and now I'm selling that on Upwork as well. But basically, as a graphic designer, I can do multiple things. I can do logo design, I can do presentation designs, I can do social media designs, I can provide merchandise design services. I can basically do so many things as a graphic designer. But basically this time when I joined Upwork, I strategically decided that I will not be jack of all. I will not be doing everything as a graphic designer. Instead, I just chose 2 services that I will be selling on Upwork platform to my buyers. So that's when I decided that, okay, as a graphic designer, I will choose 2 things. So the first thing that I chose was designing pitch decks or designing presentations for my clients. It's mainly investor decks. And the second thing that I decided was to design social media graphics. Now, why did I choose these things? Now, these things were obviously very strategically chosen. I actually chose presentation design or pitch deck design because I understand that they pay really well, because obviously these are investor decks and the clients are ready to pay huge amount of money just to get it professionally designed. So that's why why I chose that service. And the second service that I chose was social media posts. And why did I choose that? Because obviously I love designing social media posts, and that actually comes really naturally to me. It takes me very less time to create these posts, and I was sort of an expert in that area. So that's why I actually chose these two services. Plus, with social media posts, you can actually get long-term clients as well. So obviously people will need social media posts every single month. They will not just post for 1 month and then they're gonna vanish. Absolutely not. If they're gonna like my work, they're gonna continue posting and they're gonna continue to pay me as well. So that's why I chose these two services as well. So what I would recommend is that if you are starting on Upwork, choose two services that will actually allow you to make more money and that will actually allow you to have long-term clients on Upwork as well. Also, one more thing that I implemented was that since I had two different services, social media posts as well as pitch deck design services, I actually created two separate portfolios. So I already talked about why portfolios are important, and in this case I actually created two separate portfolios. So when I was sending a proposal for pitch deck, I sent them a pitch deck portfolio, and if I was sending a proposal for social media posts, I sent them a social media post portfolio. Because obviously it's not wise to have every possible thing in your portfolio. Rather, it's beneficial to add specific and relevant work in your portfolio so that the buyers can actually trust you with that and the buyers know that you are the right person for the job. Now, the next tip that I have for you if you would like to start on Upwork from scratch and become a successful freelancer is that you need to learn how to write killer proposals. Now remember, Upwork actually relies heavily on cover letters as well as on sending proposals. So if you are starting on Upwork, you should be mentally preparing yourself that you will be writing a lot of proposals. And in order to secure the best jobs, you need to master the art of writing proposals. Because if your proposal sucks, it doesn't matter if you have many reviews or many testimonials on your profile, they will not hire you. And vice versa, if you have no testimonials or no reviews on your Fiverr profile, but if your proposal is flawless, buyers will surely trust you and buyers will definitely place an order on your Upwork account. So if you're looking to learn how you can write some killer proposals, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know if you are interested, and I might make a video on that as well. Now, the next tip that I have for you in order to succeed on Upwork from scratch in just 2 months is that you need to give your best service. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a new freelancer or an experienced freelancer, you need to make sure that you are delivering the best possible work that you have done for the client. Obviously, my success on Upwork largely depended on the work that I did for my clients. And I think most of my clients are returning clients, and that's how I am successful on Upwork, because I have maintained those long-term clients. And since my work quality was really good, the buyers actually came back to me for more and more work. I did not feel the need to send more and more proposals because obviously I was always overbooked. My clients were coming back to me for more and more work, and I did not have the capacity to take more and more clients. Now, the next thing that you need to keep in mind if you would like to become a successful freelancer on Upwork is that you need to be confident with your pricing. Now, you might be wondering, why is this important? Because when you are setting up your Upwork profile, you will be actually asked to set up your hourly rate as well. Now, in that case, you'll have to figure out the rate that you feel comfortable with. Do you feel comfortable working $10 an hour or $20 an hour or $30 an hour or even $50 an hour as well? What is the price that you feel confident in, comfortable in? And once you have set that up, you need to showcase that confidence when writing proposals and when communicating with clients over chat. And obviously, every single proposal you send to the client, you will be actually asked to bid on that project as well. Either you will bid hourly or you will bid on project basis. But basically, on every proposal you will be sending, you need to be confident in the pricing that you will be attaching on the proposal itself. Now, why being confident in your pricing is so important on Upwork is because people will always negotiate with you. People will always ask you to lower your rates. Make sure that you are confident in your pricing, and you need to learn how to showcase the value that you will be providing in that particular pricing. And of course, remember, it's never about the pricing. It's always about the value of work that you are doing for the client. If your work is flawless, no matter the pricing, the client will come back to you for more and more work. Now, obviously, it's been 3 to 4 months since I have been on Upwork. I started in May, and I have increased my pricing 3 to 4 times already. Obviously, when I was just starting on Upwork, I was a new seller. I did not know anything about the platform. I was not really sure if I will be getting orders on the platform. My pricing was really low. But when I started to see that the response I was getting on my proposal and on my portfolio, I actually decided to increase my pricing. So it is completely okay to experiment with your pricing and just be confident in your pricing as well. So if you would like to succeed on Upwork from scratch, make sure that you have a portfolio, make sure that you are selecting one or two things that you will be selling on Upwork. Don't do everything. Learn how to write killer proposals so that you are increasing your chances of getting hired. Give the best service on Upwork possible. Even if you are a new seller, make sure that you are going above and beyond with respect to the service that you are providing to the client. And lastly, be confident in your pricing. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you would like to learn more about freelancing, social media, and making a living online, make sure you watch these two videos as well. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.